Hey, Brad here from Play Bradley Play, and today I have a tutorial, if it weren't obvious enough, about how to record live commentary on your Hauppauge HD-PVR. And the reason I'm making this tutorial is because when I was trying to figure out how to set it up for live commentary, it took me like forever to find out the right configuration, because there really isn't a lot of tutorial help on the internet. So I hope this is helpful to some of you who have a Hauppauge and are stumped on how to get live commentary, because it does take a lot of work. This is going to be a thorough tutorial about everything that you'll need to set up, and then I'm going to show you how to set it up. But first, we're going to go through a list of things that you need on a checklist.
Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need, and believe me, you really are going to need this, and it's not going to work out if you don't. You're going to need definitely a TV with audio out on it. That means that you can send the audio signal from your TV to any source with RCA cable, an audio RCA cable, and that is the only way that I know of to make this work out. I have a Sanyo TV that looks like that, and it has one on it, so you're definitely going to want that. Nothing else will work out if you don't. The next thing you'll want to have is two RCA stereo audio cables. They just need to have red and white ends on them. You can have ones that have yellow on them, like a video composite also. Both of mine actually do have yellow, you just don't need to use them. You're just going to use the red and white ones. You need two of them. They'll be necessary. They're not very expensive, you can buy them anywhere. Next up is a Behringer Xenyx 502. It's about the most affordable, smallest mixer that you can get. It's really good and it's cheap. So that's what we're going to use to mix our audio from the Wii with our microphone audio. It's about $40. I got one at Guitar Center. You can get one Amazon, anywhere. A studio microphone is what you need next. You can't use a USB desktop mic for this. You have to use one that has a XLR or like 1/4 jack on it, because that's what the mixer accepts. You can purchase a 1/8 to 1/4 adapter if you have a microphone that has a 1/8 jack. But yeah, I have an Audio-Technica ATR 1300. It's really good. Inexpensive. It was a little over $20 maybe, and it comes with the cable. Not a great cable, but a cable nonetheless, and part of a mic stand, and it's a great quality. So you'll want a studio microphone. The next thing you'll need is a desktop mic stand, since the Audio-Technica doesn't come with one. If you already have one, that's cool. It's just kind of common sense. You'll probably want to have one of those. The next thing on the list is actually not something you need, but it is helpful to have. It's a pop filter, and what that does is reduce the P and B sounds that a mic takes in and doesn't really register well. It actually does improve the quality a lot. It's not absolutely necessary, but it's a good investment if you have the spare money for it. It's about $15 to $17. You can get that on Amazon. The next thing that you're going to need is XLR male to XLR female. If you already have one of these and you have like microphone equipment, that's cool. But the one that the Audio-Technica comes with is an unbalanced TS cable. It's really bad. Your TV's audio sound will definitely drown out the TS unbalanced cable, no matter how loud it is. So you should get an XLR to XLR cable or a balanced TS, and here's the difference between a balanced and unbalanced. They have an extra ring around them, and the quality is supposed to be as good as the XLR sound wise, but I go with the XLR just because they're more durable. But yeah, if you're going to go with 1/4, go with a balanced. You won't regret it, I promise. The next thing that you're going to need are 4 RCA to 1/4 adapters or connectors. You need these for your RCA cables to plug into the right spots on your mixer. There's no way around it. They're not very expensive either. I got 4 of them for around $10 at Radio Shack. That's the only way that you can send a signal, send separate signals and balance them out how you want. You can use a main mix, but it doesn't balance it. So that's that.
That should most definitely be everything that you need to get going with having live commentary on your Hauppauge HD-PVR. The next step is putting it all together. So, stick with me and I'll show you how it's done. Okay. Alright, this is my room. It's a little bit of a mess, but let's get going on setting this up. Down here is my Wii. I've taken apart all the cords so that I can put it back together and show you guys how it's done. Here's my Wii. You can also use your PS2 or Xbox 360, whatever. Here's your mixer. Over here is your Hauppauge HD-PVR. Here's my TV. I've got it facing a wall so I can easily show you the wiring and how to set it up. To the side, this is my TV. That's Charlie's Wii. Anyway, over here are your 4 essential cables. You have your 2 component cables. They're both identical, and notice that they both have the 1/4 inch microphone adapters attached to them. This comes shipped with your Hauppauge. It's the component to component. You know, just your basic component cables. This is my Wii's component cable. Once again, this can be your PS3 or Xbox 360, anything with a component cable you can use for this setup. So yeah, first you're going to start with your console. We're going to get the video out of the way first. So obviously you set up console before that goes in there, and then sorry it's a wire hell over here, but you're going to take these. All that you need to do for this part is put your video cables into in with the matching colors. Obviously you don't want to mismatch the colors, that would be dumb. And this is going to be kind of weird for alright, see how that is. This is going to be kind of weird looking. It just does look weird, but you have to take the audio ends of the component and plug them into your basic video input, like that. So you have the same cable running split directions. Your video ends go into your Hauppauge and your audio ends go directly into your TV, and that'll make more sense later. Finishing up on the video, we have to take this monstrous cable. In fact, if you have one of these where all 5 ends go into one cable similar to this, they're a lot better because this is really bulky and unnecessary. So you'll have to excuse me while I set this up. You have to take either end, they're both exactly the same, and plug it into the video output like so. Sorry. Like so. Blue. Next. And red. Oops. That's red. So
now it looks like that. The video on your Hauppauge is done, and then you're going to very strategically plug the other video ends here into the other half of your channel input, whichever one you use. I'm using video input 2, so I'm going to finish up that line so we have a full connection of audio and video going into it. So that's what your video setup looks like. Your Wii to Hauppauge to TV for audio, like the audio goes directly to the TV, and then the video goes from the Hauppauge to the TV after that. Okay, so that's half the battle. Now, take either of these two cables, they're both identical, hopefully, and take the end that doesn't have the adapters on them, and really hard to reach, but you should have an audio output on your TV, and that's what's going to send the signal from the TV to the mixer. So I think you can match up colors. It should be pretty simple. So those audio outputs go in there like that, and these endings are going to go into the mixer. You can use your line in 2 or 3 or line in 4 or 5. It does not matter. They're both the same. And make sure that you have left and right correctly aligned. White is left and red is right. So they go in there like that. So now we have essentially our Wii's sound running into the mixer on a channel. Also worth noting here is you want to have your studio microphone with its XLR cable. I already had it plugged in. It goes into line 1, so the mixer is receiving a signal from both the Wii and the microphone, which is your voice. So that's how live commentary is essentially going to work. Next, the mixer has a main out right here, and once again left and right, and that runs in the other end of that, which does not have the adapters, goes straight into your Hauppauge. Now notice that there is no output on our Hauppauge, and this is because we already directly plugged in our Wii's audio straight to the TV and sent an output from there. So that's not going to have anything going out of it, and that is absolutely correct. That's how it's supposed to be. So now we have the full signal. As long as you have your USB cable from your Hauppauge plugged into your computer with this right here, you're good to go. Once again, it goes Wii, Hauppauge, TV, TV, mixer, mixer, Hauppauge, and then computer.
Alright, so now you are ready to go for recording live commentary in your Hauppauge. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I think it works awesome. And if you have any questions, please do ask in the comments section. And if you have any recommendations, do so as well. Rate and subscribe. And thank you very much. Happy gaming, guys.